Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Cagey Moon here, back on Cagey Moon versus all the mods. I'm so glad you've joined us. As you can see, our farm is going to town. We have made the glass up above it, and I got something else that I put below it. I put this fertilized dirt, which is just dirt, a piece of dirt and a piece of bone meal. And oops, oh, you shouldn't have seen that. Ignore my inventory. Anyway, underneath it, so that stuff's really cranking away. We've got our essence going, and we have big plans for today. And part of it has to do with this glass and getting our tree farm going, and finally getting some good power gen going. So enjoy this episode. We'll see you at the end. Next thing we're working on, I'm getting tired of crafting up all the essences. It gets old. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make one of these. Let's start off with any kind of blue dye and that. Then you use that machine block to make the tier 1. Now we're going to go ahead and make a tier 3. That way it will suit our purposes. And I think I'm going to do like that. I know we're going to need redstone torches. Getting some lag every time that we craft a stack of stuff too. I don't know what it's doing. I remember running into that with 1.7.10 as well. Oh hey, show you something. For the somewhere we have the prosperity ore that we've had a hard time finding that. So I made on this. Let's see if I can find it here. I made a binding out of it, and that gave me the prosperous, which gives you a chance of dropping those as you mine. On a whim, last night when I went to bed, I threw it in this machine. You know, our leveling up machine. Look at this. So we found a way. The whole reason we were making our quarry, or trying to rush to a quarry, was for this stuff. So that's definitely going to help us. So I'm going to get a bunch more seeds going, and little by little we're making more glass out there, and really desperately trying to get an Enderman shard or mob chunk so we can do our Enderman, but I'm not having a lot of luck with it. So we got several of these. Matter of fact, I know we can turn a zombie into one, so maybe we'll do that in a little bit. But so we're going to take this crafter, and place it right there. Okay. And I think what we'll do, just for try to go until we drop. There we go. Pile. I don't want to be left with a whole bunch of extra blocks and stuff. So we're gonna go recipe. We're gonna keep one item in every inventory slot. The resulting crafted grade will go to the input buffer. I'm gonna slowly build up. We're as soon as we get this done, we're gonna work on our power. Now we make our crafting pattern. There we go. Apply. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let it do its thing. And it's not working. I wonder. Oh, that's why. So we'll need to make another one of these. I don't know why it's working. I honestly don't know what we need to do. So I'll check that out. Figured out what I did. I set this to keep one in every slot. Well, with us using these infusion crystals, it wasn't pulling, because they don't stack, it wasn't pulling those out to craft with. And that's what's messing us up. So what I did is shut the redstone off, put in stacks and one individual of each color that I wanted here, and told it to remember those. So even if this system's loaded up, it'll keep these open so it always has room to craft. And then these will go into the slot here to pull out and go into a chest. And we can always break them down. So this will make it a lot faster for us. So I think in just a moment, I think the other thing I'll do is one more step to this. I think we'll come over here. We'll go back in it again, and we'll go. Well, I guess it probably won't matter. So we'll click a new one, and we'll go like that. Interior, apply, and so we throw this in. Look at that. Isn't that great? Now it can run faster, but it uses a lot of power for that way. So this will set us up so that this will help us to, now I don't have to go through the whole steps. Matter of fact, now that I done this, I can get rid of my pipes and stuff that I was gearing up to use. I got somebody out here visiting us. Let's do this real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we're making these seeds, because now that I got that part automated, it's going to speed it up a lot making our seeds. So I'll get something to. Come here, Mr. Skelly. Come here. No. Oh no! We don't want you. Alright. Thank you. So we got another one here. Apparently the glass is protecting him. Fast. There we go. And this thing here is probably picking up our chunks. Perfect. That's going to help us out a lot. Alright. Let's see what we got. So we got that. Alright, so we'll grab that. Got another zombie. We'll try to get a zombie chunk out of him. I think I have too much open on my computer. I'll run back inside. We'll go ahead and got 6 stacks. Now, watch it go to town. See, now we need an output. So let's go over here. Actually, we need an input and output. So I think what we'll do, well, I'll tell you what. For now, I think we'll just leave it like. See, that's the problem. I didn't leave enough empty slots. See, it's out of power. Gotta fix our power issues, so it's just going to keep sucking down all of our power. But you get the idea. Alright, well, I've been a little busy. Still wasting all of our power making that glass, and this project will help us get to there. Make that faster. See where we're at. This is just an emergency in case I didn't light something up well enough. My plan is to have the farm, one level above, I think, floor level. So I think that's what I kind of like it like that. I don't know, we'll see later down the road. Maybe we decide to change it or trim it out or something. Definitely want to protect ourselves. I hear a friend that wants to come visit. Not sure where he's at. Must be close to us though. As long as he doesn't visit while I'm playing with lava here. Alright. Ooh, that's close. So this is our tree farm. What we've got, and I'm trying to figure out how to deck it up, is this room down here. This is going to be where the farm actually works itself. Okay, so it's all going to be kind of coming here with the power and everything. So I think we're going to set our generators up there and move all of our items and everything up to the generators. And I don't know, I'm still wondering maybe if I shouldn't just raise it up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like the whole countersunk thing, so we'll do this instead. I think I had made a one somewhere. Or not. Apparently lost him. I had a building one somewhere. You know, this is kind of weird. I'm pretty sure I had to make a new hammer. Because mine, I've looked in every inventory that I own. Looked everywhere, and it is completely non-existent. Just gone, never to be seen again. I think that's what we'll do. Grab some more stuff later. I think we're going to put the energy production and everything on this side, and then maybe make that storage or something down on that side. So first, as we've got this stuff built, first thing we need are our parts for our Syn Gas controller. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think I'm going to put our Syn Gas system here. Our power, you know what, no, let's move the items over further and into there, and then it'd be shorter run for our power going over. So we're going to drop this, take that out, and drop this there. Machine incomplete. We know it needs mixing chambers, so you're supposed to have these heating chambers and mixing chambers. It's supposed to be a 1:5 ratio. So now what we're going to need on the bottom of this are our inputs. Okay, it's going to need inputs. And I'll have to hollow this out underneath it a little bit. So it's going to need I believe, yeah, it takes a lot of water. So we're going to put 2 water inputs here, and we're going to put 2 item inputs here. Okay, so that way it's all underneath, and we can just pipe everything down and in that way. Next, we're going to put get enough to fill things in. Oh, of course. So next, we're going to put in our heating chambers and mixing chambers. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I think I want to go 5. You know what, let's pick that up. And the great thing about this mod, it doesn't matter how you lay everything out. Oh, that's right, I'm thinking the wrong machine. You can add on as you go, and move it over 1 more. There we go. And let's just repeat. Rinse and repeat. There we go. Good. Now I want a redstone control for it. And you know what I didn't make? This gas output. Lots of crafting involved in this. We moved our portal. Haven't reignited it yet. Let's see. And we're having to make these advanced alloy ingots to get we need 2 of these to put a efficiency upgrade on it. So now I need my bronze. Oops. Oh well, that'll work. So while we're working on that, let's go ahead. I've had this armor wanting to. It's aluminum plates. I had to make in that same machine. Remember, I threw that in a lot earlier. I think maybe even last episode. All right, I like the looks of this. Yeah, I like the looks of this armor. So anyway, definitely not near as strong, but I think it looks cool. All right, now we need a gas place for the gas to go out. Fluid output valve. There we go. I hope one is enough. Let's go ahead and make two. I'm kind of it's been probably a year or two, at least a year since I've used this mod. So I'm not sure exactly. And I'm going to go ahead and come out with this. That way we can come in and add in all that again. Another level to it. And we're going to, you know what? I know what we'll do. We'll change it up. No. No. Oh, you know what? We'll do this. There we go. That'll work. Redstone control and our fluid outputs. So there we go. That is our Syn Gas producer. Let me go ahead and show you how this thing works. We'll get it making some stuff. And matter of fact, we'll go ahead and grab this. And let's go ahead and mine our way to it. And we'll put some torches down. We definitely don't want somebody coming in and visiting us. So the controls up there. These are the fluid. Oh, brother. I'll come back and fix it. Alright, I made and swapped out the parts that we needed. So, we're needing lots of water, so I thought what we would try. I've never used this pressure pipes. I haven't used this probably for since 1.6.4, I think. And I was looking for infinite source of water, and I found there's several different ones. So I don't know. We can't make these, obviously. So yeah. So, oh, I could have made that though. Oops. Well, if this can't keep up, we'll try this out. But we're going to take and put these. Let's just do this. Let's set them in the wall here. Okay. And let's pull out. Let's try, you know, I don't know if these will keep up. Oh, good, I do have the fluid duct. I'm not sure those can keep up, but the fluid duct we can use. I think we can upgrade it like, no, we can't. I thought it could be upgraded. Apparently not. Well, oh, I see. Well, okay, that's easy enough. Well, let's go make some of that really quick. No water yet. So let's put you on, pulling water, you on, pulling water. I need to make a wrench. Now this thing's full, fill up. There we go. Now, we throw this up there, bring our item duct down, and give it one of these. And that should start pulling in, I thought. There you go, it's pulling in. So you can either send steam to it to get it jump started, or you can just let it burn off some of the wood it pulls into itself, and it'll just kind of burn that off to get itself up to operating temperature. So it'll start producing soon. Okay, we definitely don't want to use that. Let's go ahead and throw some harden down. Ooh, there's a problem. So I gotta figure out a way to move some gas in this mod. But for now, oops, we're gonna have it going some reserves here. And it's just gonna burn everything up and throw it into there. Man, that's flying through the wood. So I put 4 stacks of wood in, I think. So it'll burn waste some of the wood, getting up to operating temperature. Now what we want to do, did I put the redstone control on that? Yeah. Now what I want to do, and I think what it'll do is once those are full, it'll just stop and maintain its heat. So we don't have to worry about throttling it back, I don't believe. Now, we're going to put this down here. We're going to put the gas intake clear down on. I want it to be able to pull in on 2 sides. Now we may run out of room here. I want the power is going to go out on the top side. Okay. You can have up to 4 fuel tanks. Oh, that's what I was going to do. We're going to put the fuel tanks here. That way, I'm going to leave that. That way, if I need to throw another one on, I can. For now, we'll just throw the redstone control in there. We're going to put this fuel air mixer there. Let's go up and grab. So hopefully these are done. Oops. So basically you make these like this, okay? And you cook them in an oven. And then you press them again. So I forgot to come back and press them. So several steps, and it'll give you these. And once we have 2 of these, we can turn them into the machine. That'll give us a lot better production rates. Like boosts it up to like 180% or something. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this here, and see now it's formed. And what we'll do is we'll just mine that out and throw that thing back there. You know what? I should have bumped that back, because I really kind of want these things to sit out where you can see them. What we could do. Ha ha ha. And then throw the other one in. There we go. And we're going to leave room to put more on. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll do this. There we go. Now, it's tiered up, but it's kind of got a tier, you know, I've tiered it. But what we'll do is we'll give it the ability to, I gotta find a way to get, yeah, see, 7,600, 4,500, just from those 4 stacks. Alright, figured out what I was doing wrong. First off, we did go ahead and make the gas mix compressor, so that gives us what we need. It bumps things up to like 185% efficiency, so that's a good thing. We made this sensor module. Don't know exactly. Let's go ahead and put it down here. Not exactly sure what it does, but I figure it's probably not going to be a bad thing. I think I can key that to exit. Yeah, that's right. I can set this up to emit a redstone signal when it gets to a certain level or something, and it'll and if I put another input there beside it, it'll kick the thing on and off when I want it to. Now, I think the problem is Syn Gas can either be seen as a gas or a fluid. Now, unfortunately, I got 1,000 buckets in there, but we'll fix that. So, I made a fluid valve, intake valve there, and this connected. So we're going to do that, and see there's pulling the Syn Gas through. Pulled everything into there. Let's go ahead and get a little bit better version of that on this tank, because the last thing I want is a bottleneck. So that took a bucket and 2 steel. So I know I had a bucket there. So a bucket, 2 steel, and 1 of those. There we go. I can move a lot more. And this will give us quite a bit of capacity. You know what, that's 250,000, so that'll give us 500. I need to adjust that. Let's go ahead and, I can't remember exactly. I can't remember how to change that actually, but whatever. looks like it's both pointing out, so I don't know. So we'll do that, and then pull there. And this stuff can pull 4,000 buckets a tick, so that's going to keep that primed. So there we go. It's got 13 buckets in it. I didn't even think I had it turned on, but 100,000 RF. Okay. All right. Guess it just automatically. Oh, I can adjust that. Okay, cool. So I think that gets us ready. I want to we'll throw all this stuff up. So I'm gonna make some of these to move them up, and I gotta make some of the Nori powered Nori crystals. I'm going to make some of the advanced ones to move power. I'm going to make some 3 batteries to put up there. And then a way to shoot power down to our planter and our farmer. I think we're going to put the planter here and the farmer there. And then our pipes running from there to here to there. And that'll keep us all sorted out. And so I will get that set up here. Just to show you what we have down here, where we made this plant sower. So let's find, just throw all this up here for now. Clean my inventory up, empty the bag later. So we got one of these range add-ons on it. I'm going to make a couple of these that are liquid to pull the sludge out of this machine and throw it to this, because this thing used to poison the living daylights out of you and just almost, it wouldn't insta-kill, but close enough. I'm going to try the item relays on these too and see if they're fast enough to keep up and then not have to run pipes everywhere. So that'll be interesting. I've not done that yet. So I'm going to get this set up. I need to figure out, I forgot to do this somehow or another. There we go. Somehow or another I covered it by accident when I was doing everything. We'll finish that later, but oops, didn't want to do that. If we click that button, see, that gives us an idea where it's going to harvest from, and this is pretty configurable. If I remember right, we can kind of set what would plant where. I don't know if we can do that now, but good news is that's all set up. So we'll get these things put in place. We'll wire everything up, and I mean, you saw that ran just a few seconds, and it's up to all that power. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead. We can use it to make our Nori crystals, and I just have discovered something else we probably should do is build a shelf for now, and hopefully not fall out my nether portal. I think I got my wrench somewhere. And here we go. this is what the somewhat finished product is going to look like. We're going to get that greenhouse glass going all the way over. Pretty expensive, and again, there's just I haven't been able to automate it yet, or I haven't put any time into figuring out to automate it, but we've needed this power to do that, and it's what we keep running out, but we've got plenty of power. This thing, when it kicks in, it can make a max of 5,000 RF a tick, and it just hammers it out and hardly touches the Syn Gas at all. So that's a great thing. We're going to find some way to run redstone signal from the bottom to the top. That way when it senses that it's down about 50% or so, it'll kick itself back on, or probably down to a third, I would say. It'll kick itself back on and go to town. We left this little corner empty. I'm trying to decide what to do. I was going to amp up this thing with fertilizer, but I'm thinking if we get the greenhouse glass going, and if we get the fertilized dirt going, then this thing's just going to fly. So I think rather than that, that's what we're going to do, and we'll come in here and try to find our way into the middle. There it is. There we go. So I'm going to turn it off. Unlock this. Now you can set a different crop in each colored corner, and if we were to take and pull this off, you see the colors on there? You can just barely make it out in here. And the reason I'm putting the glowstone there so I can throw my dirt on later and see always where the center of this is. Secondly is because there's kind of a dark spot right here, and it'll keep everything from spawning in here. So what we're going to do is set one tree in each of these corners. I need to get some different saplings. I want to get some other kinds of wood going in there. And once that's done, we'll put those in, put some more drawers in for the wood and such. Now I'm going to lock it. That way it's going to say, okay, you're always going to fill in. There we go. I think that'll work. Turn it back on. Always active. And it's going to go to town. I'm wondering if I don't need to go ahead and put a second harvester in, because this harvester's not very fast for the size of this field. So I'm thinking if I put two harvesters in, one on each side, doing the same thing here, then we would probably pick a lot faster and grow a lot faster. You can see it's only been going for a little bit, and we're already up to 66 buckets in there. Oops. Plus the 65 buckets in there. So yeah, it's doing good. And see, there it goes, chopping away, doing its thing. And that glass is going to keep it to a minimum height. And so we're going to make some more of that. And I think maybe we are going to call, if I can get down here, we're going to call that good. We've got some basic power going, and we've got this tree farm going. That's going to help us out a lot. And hey, there we go. That's a good shot. I don't like that it's not perfect, but anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you come again.